So once you knew that you were not getting drafted,
yes.
How long did it take you to transition to eventually get the show in with Ballers?
Man, it took like a few months, man. I think the first month out, I just was like depressed and just was like, damn, like what am I gonna do?
First of all, a few months is not that long.
That ain't that bad.
I mean,
That's not a long transition period.
And you gonna be standing next to the Rock in a few months.
I started the audition process a few months, but I didn't start filming maybe like a year. You know, it was like.
But you had already knew you had the spot.
I knew probably like. I got cut in May and I got hired in December, like November. Like
okay.
So,
how many auditions did you have to do?
10 auditions.
God damn.
Yeah, over 3 months. And that's the thing too. It's like you doing this and you don't know for sure. You don't know what's going on. And still trying to like, figure out life. And you got now, you getting bills, you getting responsibilities. Yeah. So it wasn't like too long, but I was in enough where I'm like, man, this is tough. But after that month, I was like, I gotta do something because you could that month could turn to 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. But I was like, man, I gotta get up, I gotta do something, I gotta be proactive.
Did you know it was for like a movie or TV show with The Rock, or you just knew it was a TV show?
I knew The Rock was involved. I just didn't know how. I thought I didn't know he was going to be in it because The Rock he doesn't do TV.
Right.
He does movies. Yeah. So I thought he was going to be like a executive producer. I honestly didn't know what it was. I knew it was like a series, but I didn't know if it was like a documentary. Dwayne produced it. Steve Levinson, Mark Wahlberg.
See, that's what I thought because it felt like Entourage just a little bit.
Pete Berg,
and I knew Mark Wahlberg. He did a lot of TV shows on HBO.
Yeah, he's done. He did Entourage. He did How to Make It in America,
right,
and Boardwalk Empire as well. So, but yeah, we had I would say only Doug Elin, he wasn't involved because he was a creative Entourage. But I would say probably like 80% of like behind the scenes was from Entourage, from like the writers to the directors to the some of the casting directors as well.
Yeah, even the way the show moved around, they always had good looking women on the show. Like, they went crazy on that show.
Great
and your character was probably the most likable character.
Yeah,
ever. Everybody really, really, they liked your character.
They did, man. It's been wonderful because when they don't like you, like you get it, you hear from the crowd on the streets, and it's tough because I'm just doing my job, but luckily like I'm likable, so everybody come and they love, and
right.
even buddy that walked me up here, he was like, man, I like your character on the show.
Everybody,
and when you not, when you're an asshole, they like, even though they know it's not real, but they still be like, I don't like your character, I don't like you, because they think like you playing so good, yeah, it's real, and that was what was happening with the dude that played my boy London Brown.
I was just gonna ask you,
he played Reggie. So in the beginning, like that, especially, and everybody loved The Rock so much. So for you to be going against The Rock and giving him shit, like they were even coming to me. They like, I like you. I don't fuck with you though. and I felt bad because London's he not like that at all. He the complete opposite.
Right.
And I think the writers was kind of feeling bad so that's why at the end you kind of see like
you kind of started liking him more.
Yeah. You honestly start liking Dwayne character less. Because he just was always doing stuff for him. You think he was doing it for other people, but his character was doing it for himself for the most part.
Man, I hated Reggie season 1.
Yeah, everybody everybody hated him, man. It was crazy. Even like, and I was,
he was a wild boy, but I liked him.
Yeah.
I liked him too.
I liked him too, man.
I was with John David Washington because his character's dope, and
it was really dope, man. JD, that's my guy, man. It was his birthday the other day, man. But man, he hella cool, man. I didn't even know who he was because he honestly, every audition he auditioned just as many times as I did. Yeah. Like he had to earn that role, and I didn't know who his daddy was because he from out here. He went to Campbell Hall. He played football there. He a little older. He like 5 years older than me, so we just missed each other. So we was just connecting on just the football tip and like going from football and transitioning because this was it at this point. This was his. I mean, he did Malcolm X when he was a kid, but this was like his first
This is a breakout role.
This
for
was
him,
his
for
breakout
sure.
role. So we were just talking, getting to know each other, and I ain't gonna lie, Washington, it's a common name.
Yeah.
His dad just pop up one day like, hey, I'm here to see my son, like a regular parent, and you was like, what the fuck?
Nah, never, bro. I wish. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know who his dad was till the deadline came out. I didn't even know he had a daddy. Because he always talk about his moms, and you know, like I said, we talking about ball. And I mean, I didn't see him audition because I ain't gonna lie. When I got on set and when we did the pilot, he was the first day working. And when I went up there to watch, and I said, damn, he do sound like his dad a little bit, like when you hear him talk. But at the time, I just didn't put two and two together. I think too, I was in, you know, I'm trying to prepare. I'm trying to get in my zone. And but yeah, man, his mom, Miss Pauletta, she came by and said, but I asked him one time, I said, hey man, you know, is Pops gonna come by? He said, fuck no. I said, well, all right. I said, I really was asking for me because I wanted to meet, you know, Denzel. I want to meet Pops, but yeah, I still ain't met Denzel to this day. But it's cool because, like, you know, he know who I am a little bit, you know. I'll be like, I was on the show with your son. He'd be like, okay. So, you know, I know he watched it, you know, but yeah, I think, you know, he kind of, but I get it though, because my dad growing up, he was my coach. And after a while, I'm like, man, you know, I was so glad when I got to high school because he stopped coaching me because, you know, Pops is just nonstop, you know, it's nonstop coaching all the time. Like, and sometimes, you know, I needed like Pops, like.
And then like the people around you start thinking that, they gave that to you instead of like, no, I earned it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And he wanted to earn it, man. That's why, like, he kept it real low key. It wasn't until after season 1, people was all like, oh, dang, it wasn't until after season 1 people really found out that was Denzel's son because he started doing press and because he didn't do no interviews, no nothing.
Yeah, it was
at first.
It was low key when he came out, but his acting is so good. Like,
yeah, man, he talented.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Yeah, he going crazy, man. Still going crazy. So, you know, so proud of him, man, because he wanted to not do it for so long. He was running away from it, and I'm glad he finally embraced it. And, you know, doing it. He's a hard worker, man. And he gonna get the job done. You ain't gotta worry about him doing no nonsense. Even when we was on set, he didn't go out, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke. I said, you know, I'm like, bro, you know, this ain't really football. We just playing pretend because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, we in Miami, I'm young, you know, I'm having a little fun here and there. But it kept me in check because I was like, damn, if he ain't, you know, he ain't doing that, like, I need to stay focused too myself because Miami, you can get lost in the sauce.
What's bigger, the UCLA groupies or the HBO groupies?
Damn, I mean, I gotta say HBO because they can see your face. Yeah. You know, like, but I mean, that was the thing too. Like, I was fortunate because I played football, so I'm used to, you know, attention, used to, you know, getting a few girls. But it was like you said, it was just different on HBO because we go on set and it'd be 100 girls on there.
Nah, they brought out the killers
and
for
I'm
that
like,
show.
Man, and I had to call my dad one day. I said, Pops, like, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, it's broads everywhere. He's like, you went to college. You should be used to it. I said, nah, Pop.
Not this.
It's different because, I mean, UCLA is such a big campus. Yeah. And, yeah, you might see, you know, 5, 10 girls, maybe 20. But 100 in such a small, it's like going to the mall and it's just all baddies in there.
Yeah, I know.
Technically, you're the second guest from Ballers on the show.
Sasha Santiago?
Sasha was on the show.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about her. Yeah, I was just talking to my boy, on the way up here, my boy Omar Miller, Yeah, I forgot about her. She was on there. I thought she was on there the first season. And then we didn't see her since. And she cold.
Yeah,
I don't know what she looking like now, but I'm sure
one of my homegirls is on the show too. Lolo was on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lolo was on there.
Yeah, she sure was. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, she sure was. She was on 4 or 5. I think.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the
the other football player.
Yeah.
She got a son by him.
Yeah. Okay, he was on there too. Was he? Yeah, he was on there toward the end as well. Maybe I don't know. I wonder if that's how they met. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. Ballers, you know, bringing people together.